Alright, so I'm going to do a little commentary on this one. So my first dude, he no-showed, so then I'm off to the second round against the number 4 seed. This dude, he got second at Pans a couple weeks before this tournament. So I pulled guard. Somehow I pulled guard straight into half. Need to work on that. So right here I'm just working to create some space to get my legs in front of him so I get my lasso guard going. I could tell this guy really likes to keep a leg trap to half, so I let him get into it. I got a second pants grip with my right hand and I opened up my lasso for the sweep. So I'm just trying to find my balance in his De La Riva guard. One thing I need to work on is you can see how deep his De La Riva hook is, so before I go for the diving leg drag, I need to clear that out of the way. That's kind of how I messed that one up. So I pull back into half guard again. Somehow he hopped over my leg, so I need to work on pulling guard. But regardless, I'm still up 2-0 at this point. And now again, I'm just trying to work to create some space. Try to get my legs in front of him, but his pressure is heavy. So I get an underhook with my left arm. I'm trying to off balance him so I can get my single leg X going. But again, he's just super heavy on me. Get the hook here. But you can see he's keeping his leg bent, so it's hard to keep my single leg X hook in. Instead, I just opted to go to De La Riva, looking for my lasso again. So as you can see again, he really likes to get into that half guard position, which I kind of let him. I didn't keep my outside leg on De La Riva, like on his hip or on his bicep or shoulder area. I kind of let him stuff it. So some things I need to work on. At this point, I have deep half, but he's got a pretty deep underhook on my left arm here. I'm trying to off balance him to make him post his arms, but his pressure is just super heavy again. Again, just trying to make him post so I can escape my arm. No luck so far. So with my right arm, I'm trying to grab a lapel to perhaps try to off balance him to his right side and come up top, but he's just keeping that underhook on my arm. So as I try to hip bump him, he locks up the triangle, and that about does it. Super tight. But hey, you win some, you lose some, and you learn from it. So I know what I need to work on. I need to work on pulling guard and not getting stuck in half. So that was my match number 2. Alright, some highlights of my teammates. This is Misa with the sick duck under. Look at that. Takes the back. He ends up winning this match. Teammate Christian hits the nice little tilt sweep to a straight mount. He also ends up subbing this guy from the back later on. Teammate Vita, she ends up taking second. So at least someone on our team got a medal on this one.
But he's a super nice guy. And with amazing jiu-jitsu. Can talk with anybody training here on the evenings with him. One of the favorite guys I like to roll. Always super fun, very technical. I'm very, very proud to give him this belt. Jared, step forward!
Alright, so I'm just putting in a little montage here of my blue belt journey. At this point, this was the Arizona State in 2023. At this point in my journey, you know, I was really like deep diving into jiu-jitsu, where I was studying, drilling on my off time, and trying to put in as much work as I can. One thing I learned during this blue belt journey of mine is, if I want results, whether it's in jiu-jitsu or any other aspect of life, if I want the results, I gotta put in the work in my off time, in my free time, whether that be studying, drilling, just trying to better myself, you know, dieting, going to the gym, trying to get stronger, whatever it be. And I think this is a good point for not just jiu-jitsu, like I said earlier, it's every aspect of life. If you want to get better and improve, no one's gonna do it for you. You gotta do it yourself. And although these are highlights, just realize I took a whole lot of L's in this blue belt journey of mine. Obviously I'm not going to show my losses, because why would I do that? But just know I lost more than like 10 times probably, and you know, the wins were probably about the same. I wouldn't say I'm very good by any standard. This was the Orange County Open. I've played this clip before, so you guys have seen it in my past videos, but this is a cool little sequence for the armbar at the end of it, so. This was about a month or two before Nogi Worlds in 2023, so I was like fully into Nogi. I wasn't training in the gi at all. I will say I do enjoy both, and I plan on competing in both, just because they're similar in that, like, there's very similar techniques for both, but the grips are so much different. The pace in Nogi is so much faster and more dynamic. There's pros and cons to both. It was during this blue belt journey too, I realized that my wrestling and takedown game is not very good, so I started working on that by, you know, wrestling with some of the dudes at my gym that know how to wrestle. One of my teammates, Misa, he would take us to his friend who coaches a high school wrestling team, and you know, I would learn there. I'd get my ass kicked by teenagers, but it was just so I could learn, so it was a lot of fun. This was Nogi Worlds, my first match. Swept him with 40 seconds left on the clock, so you know I stalled that out. Get the W on that one. And again, I'm not going to show my losses. I lost the next round, so this is the only win of the tournament for me. Again, this is like super deep into our Nogi season, so like we were wrestling a lot. This guy, he's one of my good friends, Stefan. He's only a teenager. I call him a good friend because we roll all the time together. We always give each other shit, so it's just all in good fun. So these are just some good times with some good people. Hope you guys enjoyed.